Hello everyone. This is Dr. Govind Rai Garg and this is Dr. Apoorv Mehra. So we will be talking about gout in this video.
Right. So whenever they will give you a scenario of gout, they will give you a presentation of a middle-aged businessman. Middle-aged businessman. Why? Because gout is more common in males and businessmen because its attack is precipitated with alcohol and non-veg. So businessmen, they will sit every day with a bottle and a plate, and that is why this scenario is given. So middle-aged businessman with pain in the great toe, G for great toe, G for gout. That is the first metatarsophalangeal joint involvement, and there are erosions around it, rat bite erosions around the joint with overhanging bony edges, called as a Martel sign. When you take the sample of the uric acid from the crystals of uric acid from synovial fluid, and through that you pass the light through a polarizing microscope. The light will strike the crystals and go on the left. Whenever it goes on the left, it's called as negative birefringence, and these crystals are needle shaped. So G for gout, G for great toe, U for uric acid, N for needle shaped crystals, N for negatively birefringent. Discount is a gun. Remember, gun for gout. Middle-aged businessman, and many a time you will see businessman keeping a gun and gout. So over to the man who will explain to me if a patient comes to me with acute gout or a chronic gout, how to treat. Sir.
Thank you very much. Dr. Apoorv has excellently explained, and I hope you will never forget now about the gout, how a patient presents. So when the patient presents with pain in the joint, most commonly it is first metatarsophalangeal joint. हिंदी में बोले तो पैर के अंगूठे का joint. तो patient will come with pain. So we need to give painkillers. So this is presentation of acute gout. So in acute gout, the drug of choice are non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs. So almost any NSAID can be used except two. One, paracetamol, and second, aspirin. These are not used. The reason is paracetamol do not have anti-inflammatory activity. All NSAIDs, the name is anti-inflammatory. Paracetamol, it can treat pain, it can treat fever, but it cannot treat inflammation. Second, aspirin itself cause hyperuricemia in some people. So aspirin can precipitate the increase in uric acid further. So serum uric acid may further elevate. So we will not like to do that. So aspirin and paracetamol are not used. Any other NSAID can be used. We commonly use very strong NSAID, which is indomethacin. Yeah? So any other NSAID can be used. So this is NSAIDs. If NSAIDs are not working, if they are not able to relieve the pain, what we will do? We will remove the N. So what remains? Steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So we can use steroids. And if there are very few joints involved, only one joint is involved, sometimes we can give intra-articular steroid also to relieve the inflammation. Yeah? And if steroids are also not able to work, then we have Brahmastra, जो हर हालत में ठीक कर देगा, and that is called colchicine. Colchicine is the most effective drug for acute gout. And it is so much effective that after giving colchicine, if pain is not relieved, we can safely say ये gout नहीं है. It is so much effective. So colchicine will definitely treat the pain. And when it can definitely treat the pain, why it is not the drug of choice? Why NSAIDs are drug of choice? Because this is not safe. It is very toxic. The two major side effects, one is intractable diarrhea. The person will have very, very severe diarrhea. And second, it can cause myopathy. Colchicine can precipitate myopathy. So because of these two side effects, we avoid it unless it is necessary. And how colchicine works? So you can simply see this is the joint. This is this synovial fluid present here. So when gout, this uric acid crystals precipitate here. So they give a signal. So that will lead to movement of WBCs from outside. So when WBCs come, only then the inflammation will come. And colchicine, the most important role is recruitment of these granulocytes. So granulocytes cannot come inside the joint. So colchicine, they cause changes in the granulocytes also. They forget where they have to go. Clear? So classically, this is explained in Dr. K.K. Sharma's book कि colchicine, it makes the WBCs drunken. उनको दारू पिला देती है, उनको पता ही नहीं कहाँ घूम रहे हैं. So they will not be able to enter. So they will not cause inflammation. Clear? So that is the mechanism of colchicine. So acute gout, drug of choice NSAIDs, except paracetamol or aspirin. If they are not effective, we can use steroids, particularly if only few joints are involved, intra-articular, and the most effective drug colchicine.
So होता भी दारू पीने से है,
ट्रीट भी वैसे करते हैं.
वैसे ही होता है. But sir, in clinical practice, I don't remember ever using colchicine.
Yes.
Because this is what you should remember. Majority of the cases will settle with NSAIDs and rarely will require steroid. That is what is there.
Yes.
And coming on to one classical question, sir. And is it still asked? Allopurinol is never used in acute
Yes,
gout.
yes. We are going coming to that.
Right, sir.
So if there is chronic gout, acute episode has passed, the uric acid of this patient is still high in the blood, but it has not gone to joints.
Right.
So when the uric acid has not gone to joints, the person will have no symptoms. Clear? So this is a case of chronic gout in which mostly the patient is asymptomatic. Asymptomatic, rarely some pain may occur, it automatically subsides and the person never bothers कि कोई problem है. Clear? Chronic gout, usually the patient is asymptomatic. When the patient is asymptomatic, why to treat? Why to treat? Because the uric acid has not gone to joints today, it may go tomorrow. The person is always at risk of acute gout. So what will be the treatment of chronic gout? Remember, there is no role of NSAIDs because there is no inflammation. So the main treatment is to decrease uric acid.
Right.
And how we can decrease uric acid? The two classical methods are: one, decrease formation. If uric acid is not formed, it will obviously reduce. And second, if it is already formed, already present in the blood, excrete that. So increase the excretion. These are the two classical methods of treating chronic gout: decrease the formation of uric acid and increase the excretion of uric acid. The drugs which increase the excretion are called as uricose uric agents. They will excrete uric acid in the urine, and the most important drug you must be aware about is probenecid.
Right.
Probenecid. And a very new drug which is recently approved is lesinurad. Lesinurad. So these are the two drugs which increase the excretion of uric acid in the urine, and the problem with the uric acid is it is insoluble. So when it goes to the urine, it can form crystals there, it can get precipitated, and it can cause obstruction, and that can lead to renal failure also. So these drugs have risk of causing renal failure. So how to avoid that? Very simple method: take plenty of fluids with them. So when we take plenty of fluids, these will get diluted in the kidney, and the uric acid will not be precipitated when the uric acid goes into the kidney. So that is very important precaution. Take plenty of fluids. Now coming to this, to decrease formation. But to decrease formation, we need to know how uric acid is formed first. From which substance it is formed? Yes, uric acid is formed from the purines or from the proteins. These are broken down to form xanthin, and xanthin is metabolized to form uric acid with the help of an enzyme called as xanthin oxidase. Okay. The first and the foremost thing, if we want to decrease uric acid, is to decrease these things. So we want to decrease proteins in the diet. If there is less protein diet, less xanthin formation, less uric acid formation. Okay. Second thing we can do is we can inhibit this enzyme. If this enzyme is inhibited, uric acid will not be formed, and this is inhibited by a drug called as allopurinol. Allopurinol. And from the name allopurinol, you can also find the dietary findings, what we say, but advice we will give. Allopurinol क्या बता रहा है कि आलू पूरी नाल काम चला लो. ठीक है, आलू पूरी नाल. आलू मीन्स कार्बोहाइड्रेट, पूरी मीन्स फैट, बट प्रोटीन नहीं होना चाहिए. तो आलू और पूरी से काम चलाना है. प्रोटीन शुड नॉट बी देयर इन द डाइट. सो दैट इज द डाइटरी एडवाइस. सो allopurinol, it can decrease formation of uric acid, and it is the drug of choice for chronic gout. Drug of choice for chronic gout. But some people, as the name says, allopurinol, purine. So it is a type of purine, allopurinol. So some people are allergic to purines. So if there is allopurinol allergy, obviously we cannot use. Then we have formed another drug which is acting by same mechanism like allopurinol, which is called febuxostat. Febuxostat. Febuxostat, the name again says, it is saying xanthin oxidase को static कर देगा. xanthine oxidase को static कर देगा, xanthine oxidase will not be able to work. Clear? So it is alternative to for those patients where allopurinol cannot be given, particularly in case of allergy. Clear? Now coming to the point, any drug which decrease serum uric acid, it is contraindicated in acute gout. Now why it is contraindicated is, in acute gout, what is the problem? There is uric acid inside the joint. Now how uric acid come in the joint? Because there is increase in permeability. Joint synovial fluid, this is present, so uric acid is entered from here. When the uric acid has entered means permeability is increased. In simple language if we say that joint के यहाँ पे दरवाजे खुले हैं, कोई भी आ सकता है. So permeability, normally the joint membrane is not permeable, but here it is permeable because of acute attack of gout. Now what we do, we decrease uric acid in the blood by giving allopurinol. Uric acid has been reduced in the blood. When the blood uric acid is less and tissue uric acid is high, what will obviously happen? The uric acid from the tissue will start moving toward blood. The movement of uric acid start, and when the uric acid start moving and it finds that this door is open, so some of it will enter here. So when uric acid enters the joint, the acute attack will be further aggravated. So any drug which decrease uric acid will further aggravate the inflammation in acute gout. So any drug decreasing uric acid is contraindicated in acute gout. It can be used in chronic but not in acute. Clear? So this is very important question asked. Allopurinol can be used in all of the following conditions except. They give the options as acute gout, chronic gout, hyperuricemia due to anti-cancer therapy, or basically other causes of hyperuricemia. The answer will always be acute gout. Clear? So that is very important. Then the last thing, in humans, uric acid is the end product. There is no enzyme which can further metabolize uric acid. But in birds, there is one enzyme which can metabolize uric acid further to form allantoin. Uric acid can be further metabolized to form allantoin by an enzyme called as uricase. Uricase. This is present in birds, not in humans. And allantoin is water soluble, so it can be easily excreted by the kidneys. Yeah? So that's why birds never develop gout, because uric acid further metabolize हो जाता है. So when we know that birds do not develop gout, तो फिर हमने सोचा कि जब उनको नहीं होता तो हमको क्यों हो, तो फिर हमने वही किया जिसमें हम एक्सपर्ट हैं, चोरी करने में. तो हमने उनका ये एंजाइम चोरी कर लिया, and we make this as a separate drug which is called as RAS buricase. RAS buricase. From the name you can find it is a uricase enzyme obtained from birds and made by recombinant DNA technology. Yeah? So it acts by a totally new mechanism, that is to increase the metabolism of uric acid. It converts uric acid to allantoin. But problem is it is slightly shorter acting. So very recently we developed another uricase enzyme which is longer acting, and the name of that is kept as pegloticase. Pegloticase, again from the name, ecase means uricase and peg is polyethylene glycol. When we attach polyethylene glycol to any drug, it increases its duration of action by inhibiting the metabolism and excretion of that drug. In Hindi you can remember peg लगा के आया है तो लंबा चलेगा. The pegloticase is a longer acting uricase enzyme. So these are the different type of drugs which can be used in gout. For acute gout, the drug of choice are NSAIDs, and for chronic gout, the drug of choice is allopurinol. Last words.
पैक लगा के आया है तो लेना भी पड़ेगा. This is something that can be used in gout. And I think, sir, what are the drugs that one should take home from here? Acute gout, NSAID?
Yes. Acute gout, NSAIDs, and colchicine, the mechanism particularly.
Right.
Inhibition of granulocyte migration.
Right.
Yeah.
And chronic?
Chronic gout, allopurinol is the most important.
Right.
Allopurinol allergy, febuxostat.